burnt out. It was like, not like it's just songs. Like, it's just songs. People sing them and then they go home. Like, and I get it. Like, it's more. Like, it's spiritual, it's more and all that type of stuff. But I wanted to do something that, like, had a little more meaning to it. I'm saying I'm not burnt out. I'm just resolved. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't get what the issue is. And I feel like I'm still honoring to the Lord. It's not like I'm not going to be no Christian no more. I just don't want to do this. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying.
So, did you breathe in their praises so much that you forgot what holy air tastes like? Did the fear of man cause you to make yourself the center of their story? Did the fear of man cause you to make yourself the center of the story? Did the fear of man cause you to make yourself the center of the story? Did the fear of man cause you to make yourself the center of the story?
Bad theology can lead to very passionate, very emotional, very sincere, very unfaithful doxology. So if you don't have right beliefs about God, but you're super passionate and expressive in your songs, you're worshiping a false God.
I came from power surges. Holy Ghost reminded me to breathe again, to eat again. When English wasn't enough, he started speaking then. Would have people call me out the blue, they'd say, take heed, my friend. God told me you trading his truth, you need to flee your sin. I come from a place where every pastor can't be trusted. Some actually read their word and their Bibles have not been rusted. But all the rest had tendencies Jesus would call disgusting. False prophets with no oversight and theology busted. I come from a place where pride hides itself really well. Is it a calling or an ego? It gets hard to tell. They told me I was called to preach cause I speak very well, but all my nerves made it hard for me to bust out that shell. Confusion made me wondering, I ain't know how to play it. And title seeking made me cringe whenever they would say it. I'm used to people saying they feel called but not relay it. Within their actions I would say let's go and spread the fragrance of Jesus since he freed us in his hand is not relented. And you can plant seeds while exercising all of your gifting. They'd always shrug me off and say you're not catching my sentence. The podium is where my heart feels like it would be lifted. I understood but said this is good and it's the beginning. And for the streets, for life and that this could make the difference. I'd always be accosted like, man, it's just your opinion. I get stuck in my mind like maybe I kinda missed it. But I searched in my heart and all I could find that was missing was street and church the same, but only one gives attention. But there I was years later, one album down and forgetting that I was gifted to carry out my always mission. Feeling resolved in songs of songs, no power, no one listens. I do it all in vain because I had holy intentions that didn't feel accomplished and didn't pierce like syringes. And people didn't feel the drug of Jesus I was given. So I went on hiatus debating how I would kick it. The phrases I would use to say worship wasn't my business. And find a back door to walk out with no one looking. And be free of the burdens that came with this singing mission. But soon as I gave up, I asked God to help out my soul, to make me feel euphoric when singing about our friendship. Instead he told me worship ain't solely about your feelings. You might share lots in common with the false claimers you dissing. He brought the scriptures to me, interrogating intentions, and said your joy should be serving me and all I'm kin with. And if that ain't enough, then you doing it for attention.
What are my intentions?
So if you don't have right beliefs about God, but you're super passionate and expressive in your songs, you're worshiping a false God.